name is Lauren Daniel. I'm a student at Northeastern Illinois University. I'm studying to get my music teaching certificate. In one of my classes, I recently did a research project on music education and why it was important, and also trying to figure out who was available to me as a future music teacher to help me, who was advocating for music education, and what kind of resources were available for teachers. So in my research, I found that the MENC is the best, one of the largest groups for music educators. All right. It used to be the Music Educators National Conference. They kept that acronym even when they changed the name of the group later on to the National Association of Music Educators. Okay. So here at their website, menc.org, we can find out a lot about them, about their history. They've been around for over 100 years. And we can also find out what their mission statement is, what their purpose is as a group. Okay? So here it says, their mission statement. Music allows us to celebrate and preserve our cultural heritage, and also to explore the realms of expression, imagination, and creation, resulting in new knowledge. Therefore, every individual should be guaranteed the opportunity to learn music and share in musical experiences. The mission of MENC is to advance music education by encouraging the study and making of music by all. So I think that's really nice. It gives a little bit about why music is important and how their general goal is to just further to keep music alive in the schools, as it's becoming lost in a lot of budget crisis issues. So today with you, I'm going to become the newest member of MENC. I'm going to click here to join now. All right. I've already started a little bit of the process in which they asked me if I wanted to subscribe to the publication that they offer. MENC works at a national level, all right? It also works at a regional level, and it gets to the state level. Okay, so in the state of Illinois, the publication is called the Illinois Music Educator. And when I'm joining MENC, they ask if I'd like to get a subscription for it. So I have here the first magazine of the school year. And so I was looking through it, and it was talking about music as a 21st century skill. So a lot of the articles in here are talking about what are 21st century skills, what use do they have in this modern world, and how does music help us develop these 21st century skills. What I talked about in my paper previously was multicultural music, helping people get by in this very diverse world. And here, an article in here by Miss Mary Teresa Reed is called Multicultural Music, a Partner for 21st Century Skills. Mary Teresa Reed is a teacher who's been teaching in the District 65 of Evanston School District for over 25 years. And we'll talk to her a little later on about this article and why she thinks music is so important, multicultural music is so important for students to be exposed to. All right. Other than the national level and then the state level, I wanted to know a little more about what the MENC could do for me locally. So I was very fortunate to speak with the student president of the MENC chapter at Northeastern Illinois University, where I attend. So let us now talk to Stephanie Berger, the student president of the MENC at the Northeastern Illinois University chapter. Here we're Stephanie Berger. She is the student president of the NEIU chapter of MENC. So Stephanie, tell us why you wanted to get involved with MENC at this university.
MENC at Northeastern Illinois University is an organization that you could use as a connection. We're not only involved at the school, we're involved with other schools as well, other teachers. They can get us into a lot of things that could have us successful in our postgraduate from here at Northeastern.
Okay. Are you involved with other schools in the community, or what kind of things in the community around in Chicago and maybe even outside of Chicago? What schools?
Well, we mainly focus on educating younger students, or high school students for that matter. We go to Lane Tech a lot. We also have, sometimes we do things with like Vandercook. When we go to Peoria, we always get together and do stuff.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. And we all know that music education and things for music educators are lacking funding. What kind of things do you do in the school to create funds for the music educators?
For that, we do like bake sales. We are going to be doing our second annual dinner where we have an auction, a silent auction in January. We are also doing t-shirts to raise money that say Northeastern Illinois University Music Department on them. We haven't really done too much.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. And finally, why do you think that music education is important for students?
I believe that music education is important for students because it's becoming a lost art. Students don't realize how fascinating music can be, and without that, they might lose out on something valuable that they may enjoy or like to do on their own or professionally.
Oh, that's nice. And is that from your music teaching philosophy that we wrote in class?
Yes, it is.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say about MENC or about music at NEIU? No, that we've covered it. Okay, great. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Not a problem.
All right.
Now we're going to speak with Ms. Mary Teresa Reed, who is the choral director and music teacher at Evanston Township High School. She has been in the Evanston community at schools of all levels for the past 25 years. Evanston is a really great community to talk about multicultural music, and because it's a very diverse community, both racially and culturally and socioeconomically. It's really a place where people from all backgrounds and races and religions can come together and make music. So let's see what she has to say.
God rest ye very gentle, may let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Okay, so here with me now is my music teacher from when I was in elementary and middle school, Miss Mary Teresa Reed, who is an accomplished teacher and singer. Can you first share with us a little about your experience as a teacher, your experiences, or your...
Just in general, what my background is.
Yes, your background.
I started teaching 27 years ago. I was teaching part-time in the Chicago Catholic School, the Archdiocese of Chicago, part-time for about a year, year and a half. Then I taught a half year at Latin School of Chicago. Then I left to go get my master's at Cincinnati, and when I came back, I came to Evanston and started at Dawes Elementary School. After 6 years, moved up to middle school and taught middle school for 11 years, and then ended up here at Evanston Township High School. This is my 8th year here. So I've been teaching in Evanston for 25 years. I've also taught at Vandercook College of Music, where I've taught music education courses in the graduate program for many, many summers, probably about 19 years worth of teaching there. And I'm a church music director, singer, and I freelance, and I like to tap dance.
That's wonderful.
So
that's
that kinda
something
tells
new
you.
that I didn't even know.
No, that I didn't.
Okay. And would you now tell us a little bit about your newest article about the multicultural music curriculum and 21st century skills?
Sure. There is a partnership for 21st century skills that initiated out of Washington, D.C., and there are at least 15 states involved in this right now. And these skills, there are 4 of them, focus on the 4 C's is what they're called. One is critical thinking and problem solving, one's communication, one's collaboration, and one is creativity and innovation. And when we write these articles for IMEA, we're kind of given an umbrella of what to write under. And this, like many other educational movements, forums, whatever the best word is one that we as music educators can definitely grab a hold of and be a part of. So when I was given that directive as to, it's not really a directive, but that umbrella of what to write under and to focus on this partner for 21st century skills, I was reading on the MENC website some information about this and the Illinois State website. And what jumped out to me in that reading was the section in this document. There's a full page document that's available, quite a few pages, that talks about global awareness. And I thought, ding, 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 this is huge. This is exactly what I want to see as a person who's highly interested in multiculturalism and diversity and what its place with music education. And so I'll just do a brief quote here. It says, the arts provide opportunities and experiences for students to understand global issues, to work collaboratively with individuals representing diverse cultures, religions and lifestyles, and a spirit of mutual respect. And it goes on. And for me, when I saw this particular part, this particular paragraph, I said, we're in. We are right on target, and I'm on board. And so I pretty much did a short article that talks about critical thinking and problem solving and some things one can do as a music educator to make sure they include that, and just kind of took it from there.
That sounds wonderful.
So, now I've gotten a chance to tell you about the MENC, about what they do at a national level, their mission for all schools in the United States, what they do at the state level with the publication and the connections to teachers in the community, and then also what they do at the collegiate level locally at Northeastern Illinois University, specifically here where I got a chance to speak with the student president. We also got a chance to hear some music, and we interrupted the rehearsal, and we got to see a quartet led by Mary Teresa Reed. And also we just saw some pictures from a recital of my students and some guitar students at our recent winter concert. And we got to see really the smiles on their faces and the kind of pride that can only come when you learn something new, when something difficult is presented and you're able to accomplish it and present a final project that shows that you've worked hard at something. So, in closing, I am now the newest member of the MENC. I joined, I paid the small fee. Now all the resources here are available to me. Any teacher, any music teacher or any other teacher who's interested in helping students further themselves musically, especially in schools where music classes aren't available, teachers of other subjects can ask and see if there's any musical talent, see if the kids need someone to help them with these things. The Illinois Music Educator has lots of applications if your students want to enter some contests with things that they write or things that they are ready to perform. Also at menc.org. There's a lot available. You can see what kind of things are happening in your region. We're in the Midwest region or at a state, in a state. So I hope that you've learned a lot about MENC, and I hope that you will take a look at menc.org to learn some more about music education. Thank you.